Welcome to Applied Chords. Now we're moving more intensely into chromatic harmony. Applied chords are dominant functioning triads borrowed from other keys to intensify motion to a stable diatonic triad other than tonic. And by stable triad, I mean anything other than anything that's major or minor, which excludes the 7 in major, which is diminished, or the 2 in minor, which is also diminished. So the first tone to think about when you're analyzing or creating these chords is the leading tone. You're introduced, so let's just start from the 1 chord and introduce a chromatic passing tone leading to 2. Do, D, the re. So there, C to C sharp. So in this top row, let's do the leading tone 7th chords first. So that means the C sharp functions as the 7 in the key of D minor. So that's the leading tone of the key of D minor. So now you have to make sure you've got all the intervals of a diminished 7th chord. You need a minor third, C sharp to E, that's a minor third, E to G is a minor third, G to B flat is a minor third. So that's a leading tone 7th chord of 2. Now, that's 4 of that shares 3 of the pitches of the dominant chord there. So let's just copy that and make that alteration. So instead of B flat, lay, in the key of D minor, we just make that sol and put it in the bass, and there you have a root position 5, 7 of 2. Let's hear that. Let's hear the top one first. Great, let's hear the bottom one. Of course, please don't confuse this for proper voice leading. It's not right voice leading. These are just simple triads. But you can hear. All right, let's just keep doing that. Let's copy again. Introduce in the chromatic passing tone of the bass. It's a leading tone. So now I have re, re to mi. So that's good. So now let's double check how to build this leading tone 7th chord. You have to have a minor third, but D sharp to F is a diminished third, so that means I've got to raise the F as well. It's re and fi. F sharp to A, that's a minor third. A to C, a minor third. And that does it. So, well, let's copy that down and make the same adjustment for the 5-7. So there, you can again double check. Just imagine I'm in the key of E minor. Is that a 5-7 in the key of E minor? Yes, it is. Keep going. Just keep replicating the same. Right now here is interesting. The interval between E and F is already a half step. So in this case, you do not have to make a chromatic alteration. But, well, let's first take this and see how to make a dominant of this. So, as in the other cases, what you're doing is you're introducing a root a third below. So, a 1 to a 4 chord we have here is a 1-7 leading to a 4. That has the pitches, that has the look of the 5 to 1. But what's missing here is you have a major 7th, and you need a major minor 7th to create the sense of a dominant. So it's got to have a B flat in it. And then now that is 5, 7, 4. So this is the one exception. You're not raising the leading tone to create the 5, 7, 4. What you're doing is you're lowering the 7th, the major 7th, to create a minor 7th. And that's how you create the 5 to 1. Let's listen to that. Actually, let's listen to that going from the 3 chord. Okay, so now we can also do, let's say I want to do landscape. We can also make this a leading tone 7th chord. Let's just, we're doing it in reverse now. Take that root and introduce a fully diminished 7th. Right now I have an E going up to D. That's a minor 7th. I've got to make it a D flat. Another way to think of this is, this is essentially a leading tone 7th chord from the key of F minor. So it's got to have a D flat in it. By the way, just a side note, the leading tone 7th applied chords are all fully diminished 7ths. In no circumstances do you ever use the half diminished 7th chord as an applied chord. It's just not intense enough. So you really are actually, the leading tone 7th chord, fully diminished, is actually from from the minor key. So regardless of whether this is a minor triad or not, you're still using the leading tone 7th from the parallel minor, F minor. Okay, so let's keep going here. Now, of course, we're going back to our previous procedure of introducing the chromatic passing tone. Fa to Fi, F sharp A, minor 3rd, minor 3rd. Gotta have a diminished 7th. It's going to be an E flat. Of 5. Simple adjustment to make that a 5, 7, a 5. There. Same idea here. Introduce a chromatic passing tone of the bass. G sharp to B is a minor 3rd, B to D is a minor 3rd, D to F is a minor 3rd. All I had to do was alter the leading tone. Let's get rid of that other thing there. Now, similar procedure to make that a 5. Excuse me, this is not a 5 of 4, this is a 5 of 6. Take that lay and put it down here and make that a sol out of the key of A. Okay, so these are all the root position leading tone 7th chords and root position dominant 7th chords. You can also have all the inversions thereof, but I won't bother to go through those. Here's just the basic simple triads in root position. Let's listen to them in, let's listen to the leading tone 7th chords progression. Okay, so you see that makes a nice little sequence, which is a progression we'll learn in the coming weeks. Let's listen to the same basic progression with, this time with the root position dominants. Okay, so one nice thing about doing this in C major is that it gives you a quick idea of just how much one has to alter chromatically, how much you have to introduce chromatic alterations. So every sharp and flat you see here is, whatever major key you're in, you're going to have to do something comparable. Now, of course, if it's, say, D flat major, these are not going to be this bunch of sharps. It's going to be a bunch of naturals, and in some cases, it's going to be double flats. And if this were a sharp key, say say F sharp, major, then you're going to have a lot of double sharps. So you have to be very careful about how you construct these chords. So I'm going to leave this with you. I'm going to do another tutorial in minor because there's a different set of alterations in minor. So thank you.